Everyone, welcome to week 4 of advanced writing. Odds are this week will feel a little bit different than what we have done over the last couple of weeks, and there's a good reason for that. So this week we are doing two main things. The first is shifting to thinking about the elements of style. If you go into the modules for this week, you will see that there is a pretty brief lecture on the topic. There is also a link to an article that walks you through successful writing style in a little bit more detail. That video and that article boiled down to two main ideas. The first is that successful writing is as clear and as direct as possible. When you write your memoirs or anything for this class, I would much rather you be clear and direct with your readers than to confuse them. Do not feel like you need to go through the thesaurus and pick the fanciest, most sophisticated language possible. I would much rather you walk us through your story as clearly and as directly as you possibly can. The second principle of, again, the lecture and the article is that successful writing keeps the audience in mind. We are constantly shifting between different audiences. The way that you talk to your close buddy will likely be very different than the way you talk to me or from the way you talk to your boss. So we'll think a lot about what it means to write for an audience and what it means to talk to an audience. The second thing we are doing this week is we are taking our only semester exam. This is going to be done through ProctorU, which is an online proctoring service. In the next video, I talk about this a little bit and why it exists. All right, so basically what you are doing for the exam is thinking about what was covered in the lecture and what was covered in the article, and you are writing two responses. So once you go into the exam, you will see there are two questions, and you have about 2 hours to complete both of them. Very quick information about the exam. Basically, in front of you, you will only have the window with the exam and your own mind. You cannot use notes. It is not open book. You cannot use the internet. Just use whatever you remember from the lecture and the article. All right, that's all we are doing for this week. If anything comes up with the exam or with the lectures, please let me know as soon as you can, and we will figure it out.